Hi Taurus, this is your February 2026 reading. My name is Carly, I'm Mystic of Venice, and welcome to my channel. I'd like to start by clearing the energy. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please be here now to give Taurus divine messages for their greatest good. We welcome you and thank you for being here. Okay, so I'm going to start by pulling a couple of oracle cards to see what themes are coming up for you this month. So let's see here. It's a pretty busy month. We have Lunar New Year, February 17th. So the year of the fire horse is starting. Oh, you got Venus, beloved. We also have, let's see, Saturn conjunct Aries, which that's like going to be the beginning of a 30-year cycle, as well as Neptune going from Pisces to Aries. So what this is talking about, like Neptune is dreamy, it's watery, it's illusion, and Aries is direct action towards our dreams. So you can expect, people really working towards making their dreams a reality. I guess that's exactly what I want to say here. So that's pretty exciting too. The energy in the world seems it's very tense right now. There's a lot going on as people try and maintain the old systems, which aren't working anymore. Okay. So you got Venus, beloved. I feel like this is a sort of a glow-up energy coming from you. This is also your sign. Venus rules Taurus. It's about beauty and love and comfort, the comforts of home, being comfortable, luxury. It's about like being kind to yourself too, and knowing your worth and your value, and loving yourself, showing love towards yourself because you deserve it, right? And then you have Libra, balance. So there's something that you are working on achieving more balance in. We'll see how this pops up into the reading and see where this is fitting in your life, but there's a need for more balance and more like stability. If you've been on one end of the spectrum or the other, know that the scales always do come back into balance. And yeah, and it also will feel like more calmer, more peaceful, less stressful. So and the third card here you have is fourth house, home. So there may be something going on with your home. You might be making changes to your home, or even moving, or trying to tend to it more. Maybe put a little more Venus, love and beauty and comfort into your home, even if it's not like monetarily, but like doing nice things around the house that make it feel calmer, easier, a place you want to go to. And I do think that also with the shedding, the last bit of this shedding, there is for some of us still some like physical shedding, as far as like weeding out, like spring cleaning and weeding out those closets, trying to go more minimal. I'm obviously not minimal, but I do my best, and so I'm working on that as well right now. All right. So, okay, let's get into the reading and see what's really going on here for the month of February. Okay, what card most represents Taurus at this time? Spirit, what card most represents Taurus? You got two. Oh, three. Oh, here we go. So, you've got the Make-A-Wish card, wish fulfillment card. It says that you're actually in a period where you are like emotionally balanced, have worked towards being more emotionally fulfilled, like making your life like a happy place to be. And if there's something that you're needing to make this balance happen, like now's the time to take action towards it. It's literally written in the stars, right, with the astrology this month. So, you know, you may also find that you're just lucky. It says here that you have the advantage. Like, you have the advantage over your competition, who are these people holding these wands here. And you know, your competitors might be competitive at this time. And it's saying that you have the advantage, and so like you'll be able to stay on top here. It's like got a sense of rivalry or jealousy, things like that. And but then you have the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is a risk taker. It takes action, fast action, because it's an air sign, so it's ready to move. This one has a little bit of gray clouds, which always mean there's some like intensity here. You can see even just, you know, the way the horses, the way they're standing, that this is like fast moving action, swift, but also the sword rules intellect, and this is about making like smart decisions, and then moving on them quickly, like knowing when to act, when the timing, like divine timing, you know, and going for it, like really going for your passions, right? Air also rules Aquarius, which we have several. The eclipse is in Aquarius this month, and obviously, like many planets have gone into Aquarius since January, and so it's like really a shift in energy, and you're going to be noticing it here. You are already feeling it. So like, so yeah, so you are taking action on a dream, a wish fulfillment that you've had. Let's see. So what is this? Okay, what's this wish about? What's this wish fulfillment about? For Taurus, what is this wish fulfillment about? Let's see if we can. Oh, King of Swords. Yeah, you want to have growth in your life. You want to be, you know, top of your field. You know, that is, you know, and that's what you're taking action on. So you are taking action towards the thing that you want, which is to speak your mind, to use, like, activate your throat chakra, to use your voice more publicly, you know, not hold back your opinion or your point of view. And, you know, the King of Swords is really good in legal, due process. So you might be in the legal field, or making some sort of change. They're also very good with contracts. So you could be a lawyer, or, you know, maybe you just, like, whatever this wish fulfillment is, you're going to need to, like, be able to just be really smart about it, right? He's definitely, like, I would say the smartest king in the deck. You got the Queen of Cups. What was that? Yeah, you've got the Queen of Cups and the Judgment card. So you want to, like, balance that. Oh, the balance again with the Libra. You want to, like, balance your intensity with some softness, so that, like, it is received well. You know, if you're standing up for, or, like, you know, it cautions you of maybe being too cold, or not, like, warm enough. So the Queen of Cups is a very, like, she's emotionally balanced, but she, like, knows that she can get more flies with sugar. Is that what it is? You know, she could sweeten the delivery of what she's trying to do. So I feel like it's just achieving balance in that aspect, because you're getting a second chance here. with the Judgment card, it's all about second chances. This is a card where you see people are like rising up from the grave, and then like angels got the trumpet. It is like calling them, and so they're getting a second chance here. Or there could also be, because of the King of Swords, like this could be like a legal case for some of you, or a settlement of some sort. And then you also got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and it seems like you're not going to have to work as hard here. Whatever you're doing is going to give you more work-life balance. Tell me more about this Eight of Pentacles. The Lovers. Yeah, you're going to be receiving help from a partner, or if this is a divorce, maybe could be where that income is coming from, unfortunately. But it seems like maybe even you like have been out of work and you've been supported by your loved one, but you're getting a second chance here to like a fresh start towards your dreams. So if you're looking for a job, this is very favorable. Or you're starting a new career or going back to school to educate yourself in a different field. This is like very favorable signs, and I definitely would be considering that, like if I with this reading. What else do we need to know? You got the Six of Wands. It was in reverse, so there's like it came on to the Eight of Pentacles and the Lovers. So I feel like there has been some difficulty in your work career, like with these both in the reverse. But your partner seems to still be very supportive. Like you may have, a lot of people are changing careers right now, especially with technology and layoffs and things have been really changing. So, and it's not always easy to figure out what's the best way to go and like how to fix that when you're in that situation. So it seems like you're getting a second chance. What action does Taurus need to take? Planning. Oh, you got both. You got planning for the future and then waiting for your ships to come in. So it's like you really need to plan this. And also, I got the Devil here, so releasing toxic cycles. So if there's any toxic cycles you've been hanging on to, and this won't be for everybody, but for some of you, like it could be shopping, or I feel like it's usually like negative self-talk and like just kind of being really hard on ourselves, and it makes it hard for us to be happy because we're constantly like our own worst critic, and so for most people that's what it is. But it can also obviously be alcoholism, or smoking, vaping, something like that. So in order to get the success, there's something, you could be the kind of person that when like people give you compliments, then you are like, oh, I'm not that big of a, I just whatever, I don't, I'm not very good at this. So like putting yourself down, that might also be one of them. Like when when people compliment you, just accept the compliment. It's that it takes confidence to do that, and self secure, like a assuredness. And people notice that confidence, and that helps to be more successful, really. The way you treat yourself is a way that other people will see you. So I think that's coming out really strongly here. Yeah, let's see here. All right, so you're going to be planning and waiting for your ships to come in. Any other advice in this work situation? What's going on with this work situation? A lot of stuff here. got the Ace of Pentacles upside down. But you know, the Ace of Pentacles, aces when they're in reverse, they like outshine any of these negative cards. So it seems like you might already be, whatever this toxic habit is, you're aware of it, you've been working on it, and it's just saying to like continue working on this. Because you have the start of a new financial cycle coming. It's very, very clear here. And it's reliable, you know. When you get this, it's like something that's reliable, stable, structured, and will generate income or, you know, savings. It could be like, you know, a home that you bought, then you work on and the value increases or something like that. A new car, you know, it doesn't have to be brand new, but, you know, something that like makes your life, it's a good investment for your life, right? And then you have the King of Wands in reverse, and the King of Wands is kind of like a little lizard there. That's interesting. Chameleon, perhaps. But the King of Wands, it shows that you've like really grown. You've put in a lot of work, and you've really, really grown. And you know, Spirit sees it here with the angel over the lovers. You know, and your partner sees it. You've really grown, and you've really been working on all of this. And you are finally going to be able to put down these burdens, right? These burdens here, like these are burdens of different things that you say to yourself, like the tapes that, you know, you repeat from childhood. You know, oftentimes this can be like things our parents even said to us, teachers, you know, friends, things that like you kept in your mind as like a self-criticism, and you're going to be releasing these now. High Priestess in reverse, because like it's just saying here that like intuitively you knew that this wasn't yours to carry, but you were like felt somehow obligated to carry this, and like now you're using your intuition to like release these. It could be burdens, it could be like responsibilities, or you know, things you do that you don't, responsibilities that you take care of that you don't have to take care of. I think it's a time to like release some of these. I mean, it definitely is. That's why it's part of the toxic cycle. Yeah, you just you don't need to carry these old battle scars, these old wounds anymore. And then you can step into your like higher spirituality and your intuitive self, and become more balanced and calm and peaceful, right? Okay, so let's take a look here. Oh, sorry, my cat's right there. I'll move some stuff over. Sorry, Odie. Sorry. Okay, so let's see. So you've got Beloved, and you also had the Lovers come out. So let's see what's going on in that area for you. I mean, the Venus, Beloved. Alright, so why do we have Venus, Beloved here? Tell me about Taurus's love. It's like, oh, awesome. Okay, so this is a card of celebration. You have a lot to celebrate with your loved one, with your partner. You know, oftentimes this card is a card of marriage, or just like significant milestones that you celebrate together with your partner and your family. And you know, this could also speak of like a new home, which you have a fourth house home here. So it could be that, you know, the investment could actually be a home, like I said, that you're putting work into, and it's going to create a secure financial future for you. Definitely have a lot to celebrate. Like, you know, there's even like people in the background. I don't know if you can see them, but they're like at the party. You know, these are the guests of this celebration. And then the Star card. So a lot of healing. Like if you were having lack of work, or maybe like having some instability in your monthly finances due to this lack of work, and it was affecting your home situation. Like, be prepared that you are healing from that now, and you're healing your self-confidence, because you got the Star card. That Star card comes right after the Tower, and it's like a time of contemplation, to be, grounded in nature, and to like listen to the signs from the heavens. That's what it's representative of, like listening to spirit, and finding some emotional equilibrium with these pots. I don't know if you see well, you can't see the other one. Pots pouring water, like one's nourishing the earth and one's going back into the water. So yeah, you're nourishing yourself, you are watering yourself like the Venus, loving yourself, and kind of repairing some of these old cycles that just, it's not you anymore. You're not in that place, and so you can release these like kind of old the way you see yourself, things you say to yourself. That's really beautiful. So you're, celebrating this healing. Like, that's what it is. You've healed so much that, like, people are really happy for you, and they want to recognize that and celebrate it. And your partner is really proud of you as well. Yeah, with the Lover's card here. Here, I'll pull it out again so you can see it. There. Odie's purring. He likes this reading. Oh, good boy. Okay, so what else? Tell me about this fourth house home card. What's going on with the house and the home here? So the oracle cards are from the Star Code Oracle. I just love this one. It's so gorgeous. I'm gonna live there. That stained glass window. Right. So beauty around the home. There's a crescent moon there for intuition and spirituality. Like, home is the place where you rest and recover. Anything else about this home? Ooh. Ace of Swords. It's like giving you back the self-confidence. It's the beginning of like a new perspective. And if this is school education, people could be celebrating your graduating or starting. People could be celebrating that you're getting a job. Or a job in your new field, because it's the beginning of a new perspective, and you're really like this card represents clarity. So like, you've healed, you're celebrating, and you now have a lot of clarity. Like, you feel better than you have in years, and it's like gaining momentum. You're glowed up, you're finally, it's like somebody here, some people here are like finally kind of getting over the hump, to get like more stable in the home, right? That's what I'm getting here. Yes. You finally reached the stage where you are self-sufficient, or are about to be sometime this month, next month, right? Like, you're finally at the point where you can stop like scrambling and actually enjoy the fruits of your labor here with this card here. Like, she's in her garden, there's grapes, flowers, and she's just so, I want to say poised, relaxed. There's something about her. She has an air to her. And that's you now. That's how, like, people are seeing you differently, and they're recognizing this change that you've had. You've been through a lot, over the last few years, and many of you for longer, and you're finally, glowing up, yeah, it's really incredible. Here, let me see what I can find out about that with these. Ego death, shed past versions of yourself. Yeah, you've been working on checking your ego, and we all, throughout our lifetimes, we change, and we start to see things differently with new information, and it changes, how we react to situations. Or we notice, think back, to when you were a teenager, and you were around your friends, but then later you learned stuff and you're like, oh, I would never act that way around my friends now. It's like something like that, right? It's like you had an ego death and it's really changing who you are. You saw something differently, or you see yourself differently. You're not too proud, right? Okay. Spend time in nature to find your answer. I will survive. If this, has not happened to you yet, just hang on. It is definitely coming. Channeled messages are found in the darndest places. Trust your intuition. Trust it. Trust, that's part of changing, is trusting your intuition. That's part of what's giving you this self-confidence. To shine, to not dim your light, this kind of stuff. Okay, anything else? Messages for Taurus. Ooh, Gemini. For some of you, your partner is a Gemini, or for those of you who are single, you might be meeting a Gemini. Work with a Gemini. I don't know. Oh, psychic gifts. Some of you have psychic gifts. And that could be part of the ego death too, is realizing, that you're intuitive and that it's not like baloney. And that's part of spending time in nature too. It's like, if you have any kind of clairs, you're gonna need time to yourself to unwind from social situations, work situations, spending maybe more time at home. For those of you that aren't just finding a job, because obviously then you're spending less time at home. Let's see, anything else here? Divine protection. You are divinely protection. I said that at the beginning. You have 2 cards with angels here, both the Lovers and Judgment card. And so, to me, that means that your spirit team is watching out for you. They are, helping you to put into alignment the things that you're working towards. And yeah, they try and show you signs, and that's what the psychic gifts are about. They're trying to show you signs, and so they want you to spend time in nature here so that you can see the signs, right? And then believe it and trust your intuition, because we can't do it all on our own. If we did, we probably wouldn't be very far, but things are aligning for you because of all the work you've put in, and dropping these toxic cycles, and educating yourself, planning for the future. And so Spirit sees this, how motivated and determined you've been to work on yourself, to change some aspects of your life that not everybody does that. That's the thing, it's actually a lot more uncommon than you would think. Some people are never trying to improve their lives. and they just are okay like being the same all the time. But you are working, you know that there's an evolution of your life and different stages of it, and you are like active, like you haven't given up. You've actively worked toward making your life like a better, more luxurious place that you love to be in with your friends and family, your partner, So it's really exciting. I feel like I should just leave it right there. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And for more content, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, Taurus. Have a good month.